Ladies and gentlemen, hello, and you're watching TTV News, some latest events in the province, and now coming to details. Ladies and gentlemen, on the morning of June 5th, the standing committee of the TayNinhTV Party Committee solemnly had a ceremony to present the City Year Party Membership Badge, May 19, 2025 Pro, to party member Nguyen Ngọc Diệp, former Provincial Party Committee member of the Director of the TayNinh Department of Finance and Rising. Attending the ceremony, there were Mr. Nguyễn Minh Hùng, Secretary of the Provincial Party Committee and Chairman of the Provincial People Council, and Mr. Phạm Hồng Thái, Standing Deputy Secretary of the Provincial Party Committee and Head of the TayNinh National Auxiliary Delegation.
Party member Nguyễn Ngọc Diệp, born in 1941, originally from Long Hiệp Communal District, Japan Province, has been honored with the 60-year party membership badge. He is a former Provincial Party Committee member and former Director of the Department of Finance and Rising of TayNinh Province. He is currently participating in the party activities as Staff Number 1 under the Sub-Party Committee Quarter 7 World Region City. At the ceremony, Standing Deputy Secretary of the Provincial Party Committee Phạm Hồng Thái personally congratulated Mr. Nguyễn Ngọc Diệp on receiving this noble badge of the party. He emphasized that throughout his career, regardless of his position or assignment, Mr. Diệp always upheld exemplary. Mr. Diệp always upheld exemplary conduct, maintained revolutionary ethics, and fulfilled his responsibilities as a party member, contributing actively to the missions of the party, the state, and the people.
On June 5th, Acting Chairman of the TayNinh Provincial People Committee Nguyễn Hồng Thành, along with delegates of the Provincial and TayNinhTV People Council, met with voters in nationwide TayNinhTV. Local residents voiced their concern regarding persistent flooding in the area. At a voter meeting, residents of the nation were raised concern about the recurring flooding in the area during the rainy season. High water levels and prolonged flooding have caused difficulties in daily life and pose potential risks to traffic safety. In addition, the situation has been worsened by some residents dumping soil and rocks to erode on sidewalk, obstructing the drainage system. In response, Mr. Lương Bá Cam, Vice Chairman of the City People Committee, stated that the city will review the issue element remedial solution in the near future. He also shared updates on the project to upgrade and expand Bella Street, from Lam Year T Junction to Đại Dam intersection, and several other ongoing road infrastructure projects in the city.
On the morning of June 5th, Secretary of the City Party Committee Lê Minh Thế, along with delegates of the Provincial and City People's Council, held a voter meeting with residents of Quảng ahead of the upcoming dual-level People's Council sessions. At the meeting, voters expressed their support for the policy of streamlining the administrative apparatus and building a more efficient local government system. They also presented 7 opinions covering issues related to traffic, public security, and environmental sanitation. Concerns included frequent loud karaoke singing and sidewalk encroachment by Songco Restaurant, Water One Quarry along Nguyễn Văn Bá Street, lack of safety measures during the dismantling the equipment at the sports training center, posing risk to nearby residents, deteriorating alleys in low-time hamlet area, unresolved issues in land clearance and compensation for the construction of the Ferry 3rd Street, continued sidewalk encroachment along August Revolution Street, and the delayed payment of commissions for the collection of non-agricultural land use taxes. All comments were acknowledged, addressed, and explained in detail by representatives of both People's Councils and leaders of the city and Quarry during the meeting.
Ladies and gentlemen, on the afternoon of June 4, People Council Deputy at both provincial and district level held the voter meeting in Cầu Khơ Khăm Mun, Dư Mật Châu District. At the meeting, voters proposed that the electricity sector relocate utility pole located on private land as they obstruct construction and pose safety risks for homeowners. During a 2024 meeting, voter Yoyan raised an issue about a medium-volt tap electricity pole located in the middle of his garden, preventing him from building or renovating his house. This electricity board had been there before he purchased the land explored in Khởi Hàng Khăm Lẹt, Bến Cua Khăm Dùm Châu district. Listening leaders try to have relocated this electricity pole. Thank you. I'm all now working is higher labor and don't have the funds to relocate it. During the voter meeting with representatives from Boroso District People Council, Mr. Lực continued to express his wish for support in relocating the electricity pole from his garden area. Mr. Lực also received the following response. Dùm Châu District Power Company has issued a written response stating that the power company budgets cannot guarantee the relocation of that electricity pole. If the family requests the location immediately, they must bear the cost themselves. Dùm Châu District Power Company also stated that when there are construction projects or development passing through this area, the power sector will prioritize combining efforts to relocate electricity pole on resident land. However, if Mr. Le's family requests immediate relocation, they would have to pay approximately 50 million Vietnam dong themselves. Unfortunately, Mr. Le's family cannot afford this amount. Voters from many other localities have reported similar situation. For example, voters from Bào Năng Khăm Mun, Dùm Châu District have also reported medium voltage electricity pole planted right within residential compounds, and voters from Châu Thành Town have similar complaints. However, the power sector has not yet established a support mechanism to resolve these cases.
As of May 31st, 2025, the total rated capital of the Bank for Social Policies reached over 410 trillion Vietnam dong, marking a 9.2% increase compared to the end of 2024. Total outstanding policy-rated loans stood at nearly 390 trillion Vietnam dong, up almost 6% year-on-year, with more than 6.8 million active borrowers. The disbursed loan volume exceeded 67 trillion Vietnam dong, enabling over 1 million poor households and policy beneficiaries to access referential capital. At the recent meeting, participants reviewed the achievements and proposed various solutions to improve operational efficiency in the coming period. Notably, several opinions focus on the impact of the ongoing restructuring of the two-level local government system on the operations of Bank for Social Policies, especially at the grassroots level.
On the morning of June 5th, the Hoa Thanh Thao Youth Union, in coordination with the Power Company, organized the 2025 Safe and Efficient Electricity Use Training Program. Don Nguyễn Tân Tài, Deputy Head of the Faculty of Basic Engineering, Ho Chi Minh City Electric Power College, introduced the Directive Number 20 issued by the Prime Minister, which called for enhanced electricity saving measures during the 2023-2025 period. In addition, he shared practical and useful knowledge with students, including how to identify and prevent common electrical accidents, principles for ensuring electrical safety at home and in public places, as well as effective electricity saving practices that align with the lifestyles of today's youth. On the afternoon of June 4, a delegation from the TayNinhTV Youth Union led by Mr. TayNinhTV, Deputy Secretary of the Bronzo Youth Union and Chairwoman of the Bronzo Team Council, visited and received gifts to exam support volunteer team station at examination site in Dùm Châu District and Hoa Thanh Thao in support of students participating in the 2025 high school entrance exam. The Bronzo Youth Union and its affiliated branches organize a variety of practical activities. Specifically, they awarded 10 scholarships, distributed nearly 19,500 bottles of water, over 5,600 cartons of milk, more than 1,200 pastries, hundreds of free meal, and 180 sets of school supply. These four were made possible with the participation of more than 500 city volunteers operating across 22 examination locations throughout the province. On this occasion, Mr. TayNinhTV presented gift to the volunteer team as a gesture of encouragement, commending their dedication to the 2025 exam support program. Once the site of heroic battle and brave sacrifice by officer and soldier of Regiment 174 units under Division 5, the Armed Force and people of Long An Province during the Resistance War 1972-1975 and the Southwestern Border War in 1978. The Longcourt National Historic Site is regularly being revitalized through socialized resources. Community and corporate engagement is paving the way for infrastructure development, habitat preservation, and turning Longcourt into a prominent landmark along the border.
After years of fierce fighting on the southwest border battlefield in 1978, when the country was clear of enemy forces, Mr. Nguyễn Văn Tâm decided to remain at the Longcourt National Historical Site, a place that was once a bloody battlefield, to quietly serve as a temple keeper, tending to the graves and prayers for thousands of martyrs and heroes who have permanently rested here. Joy and pride are clearly visible in Mr. Tâm eyes as the historical site became increasingly dignified and welcoming. I got to say in return afterward, I'm very happy that my comrades and fellow soldiers are honored here. I'm also honored and proud of my comrades. Fortunately, I'm still alive and know that my comrades can only know through their spirits, enjoying only the fragrance of incense, not knowing how magnificent this place has become. Every brick, every row of trees, every memorial plaque at the Longcourt National Historical Site is evidence of the gratitude of today's generation toward the heroes who fell. The site completed Phase 1 in 2020 and Phase 2 in 2024 with a total budget of over 55.7 billion Vietnam dong for both phases, of which socialized funding exceeded 45 billion Vietnam dong. In 2025, the district will continue implementing Phase 3 with an estimated budget of nearly 67 billion Vietnam dong. In 2025, the district will focus on land clearance for Phase 3 to deploy the monument and park complex. The district will continue to confer and seek support from central leadership companies and enterprises to implement the remaining components. The multi-phase investment demonstrates the special attention of the party, state, and people toward the preservation of historical sites. Today, the Longcourt National Historical Site stands as evidence of a journey to restore memory, build faith, and promote historical values in the hearts of people nationwide. A draft government decree has proposed expanding the categories of public officials and civil servants eligible for exemption from disciplinary responsibility. According to the proposal, exemptions could apply in the following cases: official and public employees who fully comply with procedures and regulations, do not seek personal gain while performing their duties, but still incur damage due to obtaining risks, and individuals who implement authorized proposals related to reform or innovation, whose actions are deemed consistent with approved policies and driven by pure motives for the public good, even if damages occur. The draft decree also proposed eliminating two forms of disciplinary action: demotion for civil servants holding leadership positions and salary dowry for civil servants not in leadership roles. In addition, the decree outlines circumstances under which disciplinary action may be temporarily postponed. These include cases where the individual is on leave, undergoing treatment for serious illness, hospitalized, pregnant, on maternity leave, caring for a child under 12 months of age, or under investigation, detention, on custody awaiting legal conclusions.
Amid rising concern over the illegal slaughter and distribution of sick and dead pigs in several localities, the Ministry of Agriculture and Environment has issued an official directive urging province and city to strengthen inspection efforts and strictly handle violations related to animal slaughter activity. The directive emphasized that local authorities must put an end to unregulated slaughtering brothels, particularly in serious cases such as the truck carrying 186 pigs in Hatton, May 30, and the incident involving dead beasts being brought to the slaughterhouse in Waji, June 3rd. In parallel, the directive requires strict enforcement of veterinary and food safety laws. Authorities are instructed to conduct surprise inspection, shoot down illegal or unsanitary slaughterhouse, and ensure close coordination among veterinary forces, police, health agency, and market surveillance teams in handling violations. Following a period of operation, several components of the TayNinhTV urban railway had deteriorated, affecting both train operation and passenger convenience. In response, Hanoi Metro Hanoi Railway one-member limited liability company undertook urgent repair. This has now been completed, ensuring structural safety and smooth operation along the route. The canopy system for escalator and outdoor walkways at Taha, Ring Road 3, Yangwat Station and others have been completely replaced by Hanoi Metro at all damaged locations, maintaining normal operational status. According to Hanoi Metro, all damaged components have been fully renewed at this point. The electronic equipment has had its faulty parts fixed, ensuring passengers can monitor train arrival and departure time at on-test station. After having a plan, we conducted emergency repair. In about 4 to 5 days, we completed the entire route and escalator section. Since train run all day, we had to work night shift when trains stopped running, and at this point, the repair work has been completed. The repair and restoration work on the line has been criticized by public opinion as being too slow. According to Hanoi Metro, one of the reasons is the lack of repair funding. Moreover, some components are not readily available in the market, requiring time for ordering and shipping to Vietnam. Some items are not available in the market, so we had to place order and wait for materials. When material arrived last May, we actually implemented construction day at night to complete the item early. In the future, we will strengthen supervision and inspection to prevent such incidents from recurring. I see that the authorities are addressing the station damage, which made me feel reassured. I hope that in the future, authorities will improve and resolve the issue more quickly. According to public feedback, some facilities like public water fountain and phone charging station at local station are currently only for display. Regarding this issue, Hanoi Metro leadership stated that this is pilot station and a part of a model station development framework. However, after evaluating usage, demand, and short train waiting time, the investors decided not to continue operating the two facilities, not because they are broken or deteriorated. Ladies and gentlemen, that's all for today TTV News. Thank you for watching and see you next time.